Screaming Geek Meat here. I am Jerry the Geek. This video we're going to talk about Violent Night on 4K. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, even DVDs, I like to talk about those once in a while if they're not available in other formats. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. Comment below, let me know what you think anytime. So let's jump in and talk about Violent Night on 4K. The movie came out in 2022, rated R. You got David Harbour, John Leguizamo, and Beverly D'Angelo, and directed by Tommy Wirkola. I watched it on Blu-ray for the first time last December during my Christmas month, and I fell in love with it right away. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I think all the previews were always misleading. It didn't feel like a traditional action movie. I mean, all the trailers, you just see some of the crazy kills, clips, and it looked violent, looked over the top, and I just thought it was going to be a violent, slasher movie, another Santa Goes Berserk, but it's not that. I mean, it is nowhere near a horror movie. It's not a slasher movie. It's a kick-ass action movie. It takes the movies that you would see, some of the stuff Jason Statham do, the Die Hards, and amp it up to 100. I mean, this is freaking nuts. And then you go to throw in a little Home Alone in there, which is freaking hilarious. So I fell in love with this movie right off the bat, and watching it again yesterday, I think this is probably now my favorite Christmas movie. It's just so damn good. It's got a great story behind it. You got the real Santa Claus. He's kind of, thinking about making this his last Christmas because it's just what Christmas has become. There's no real belief, and, kids wanting that, and, he just really doesn't have the love for it anymore. And it goes to this house, this big rich mansion that's actually, they're having this big family Christmas get together, and all of a sudden they're being held hostage, and he's in the middle of it. And one of the hostages is a little girl, and she communicates with him on a little walkie-talkie, and wanting him to save everyone, and it is freaking phenomenal. I mean, both times watching this, they had me, getting all excited, yelling, oh my God, that's freaking crazy. And laughing and crying. I mean, crying from the laughter. It is freaking nuts. I love this. Now, this 4K came from Universal. Came out at the beginning of 2023. Being Universal, it got released on Blu-ray in 2022. And after several months, I held out wanting the 4K, and I was like, I saw it at Walmart. They dropped the price, and I was like, oh, what the hell? I went ahead and bought it, and days later they announced the 4K. So anytime they release a movie on Blu-ray from Universal, I just waited out and went to 4K. Now the video here, it was filmed completely in digital and HDR10, no Dolby Vision. Like some of the other reviews I've done on movies filmed on digital and coming to 4K. Again, like The Beekeeper, there's really no wow moments. I mean, it's good. It's not bad. And just there's no really standout moments that's going to blow your mind. It's not a movie that showcases 4K. It's clean, has the details, texture, especially the Santa suits, that red leather. It has a texture to it that you can tell, old, beat up, and, cut and stitched. It has a aged weather look to it. So the close-up shots, the details of the beard and faces. And, it does have some richness to it. Again, it's good, not bad, just not going to blow your mind. Now, as far as a Blu-ray comparison, the Blu-ray was pretty good in its own. The 4K just being small, subtle upgrades, a little crisper. And the richness in the black and white is a little bit deeper, but the Blu-ray was pretty good. Now for the audio here, they gave us a Dolby Atmos track. I don't have Atmos, I have 5.0. Very good, solid track, has a lot of punch to it. Clear dialogue, everything's well balanced. You know, it has that channel separation, you know, left, right, and what's coming from the center. Nice use of surrounds at times. Great music score. So nothing bad to say about the audio here. Very impressive. So for packaging here, you know, say it's got the slip cover, you know, that's the front and the back. And of course the case is pretty identical. Open this puppy up. We'll give you a digital code here in a second. And we actually do have different artwork on the 4K and the Blu-ray. And for a digital code, you know, put it up here for you. You know, hit the pause button, jot the number down. And so you want to check this out. If you, I would recommend getting, you know, watching this, which is really great. Now for the bonus features here, we have a deleted and extended scenes, Coraline Kringle, Santa's Helpers, Making a Violent Night, Deck the Halls with Brawls, and we have a feature commentary as well. You know, the featurettes are short. They're not very long, but they're interesting. They're fun to watch. Sometimes it's not, I know it's hard to find a good balance. You don't, I mean, sometimes your, you know, big, long documentaries are nice, but at the same time, they could get too drawn out or too boring with certain interviews. So it's nice that you got to find that balance, you know, keep it interesting, but not, you know, bore you to death. But, you know, good stuff here. So to wrap it up, great movie here. Again, I'm putting this as my favorite Christmas movie now after watching it the second time. It's so over the top. You know, it's got something for everyone, well, except for the kids. I mean, you know, it's got that action, over the top, bloody kills. You know, it's got the comedy mixed in, great performances. So yeah, this is such a freaking phenomenal movie. You know, again, the 4K is great. The Blu-ray is good in its own. Right now, you can get the 4K for $14.99 on Amazon and Grub. So definitely, if you are interested in picking this up, I'd pick it up now while it's on sale. And it's always possible with the Black Friday sales coming up. It could, you know, a lot of times when it comes to Black Friday, you look for those $10 deals. Will this be one of them? It's possible. It's hard to tell. A lot of times you see the Universal and Warner Brothers titles hit that $10 mark. But either way, I recommend picking this up because this is such a freaking great movie. I can't stress that enough. I just love this. So that pretty much does it for my look at the 4K of Violent Night. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.